We'll see how it goes in the end. Getting right off to a fairly baseline-y start here, but Snorpy moves up a little bit and secures first point with an aggressive net play slice, or T play slice. Very nice. Snorpy playing a little more T. Velot was playing back, but now tries a rush, gets caught out for it, and a single level 1 lob will secure the second point for Snorpy. Snorpy looking very strong so far, early on in this match. Velot just overcorrecting for those slices for sure. Velot able to get himself on the board there, or flat, very nice. And gets another one right back with a nice top spin, so I'm not quite ready to cover that one. So far it looks like both players have struggled to correctly, they're over compensating for their opponent's angles so far. They're going too far over and actually hurting themselves. Although on that one, Velot covers too close and actually gives up the point, securing Snorpy his first game, 1-0 so far. Very nice. Solid semi-rush from Velot there to secure a very nice double tap flat. Very nice. Great lob right there to take a 30-0 lead. Very nice from Velot so far. Rough lunge is going to be punished pretty nicely. Nope. Snorpy survives. Toad makes it pretty much always a 50-50 no matter where you make the lunge. And Snorpy able to secure a point back there, 15-30. So far, return is a little important in this matchup, but Snorpy is still in this one. Let's see if he can get himself a 2-0 lead or if Velot can even him out. Velot definitely playing more aggressive. I'd love to see it. They are bouncing back and forth between baseline and net in this matchup. Very nice. And Velot takes another point, gets himself his first game point here. Ooh, just doesn't swing at the ball. Snorpy secures the point. Probably would have lunged it. I actually don't think he would have lunged if he caught that on time. It's a little late. And that ends up working out for Snorpy there. Velot with the hard rush to tie up this game overall. Gets the nice rush 1-1. I like the commit there, actually. He was in a good spot. It was hard to answer, although I think a level 1 lob would have actually scored on him for how hard he approached it lazy. But that's okay. I think it was worth the risk. It was, Snorpy didn't have much time to actually react and think about that, so I think it was a good option. Very nice. Nice topspin battle, both catching each other's options, and in the end, Velot trips up Snorpy. He secures himself his first point in the third game. Velot officially leading. Some back and forth battles. Velot actually looking like the more aggressive player right now. But that's a nice secure to Snorpy to even it back up 15-15, game 3. Great flat there, great forcing it off, and a great punish all around great right there. Very nice. A nice semi-rush, didn't fully commit to it, which is pretty perfect. He got what he needed out of it. Ooh, great catch right there, not letting Toad secure with the topspin. It actually leads to him getting a point, 40-15 lead. Very nice. Ooh, rough lunge though. That will secure Snorpy his second point of this game, 40-30. And Snorpy get one more. We're back to being tied here. Snorpy trying to push up a little bit, trying to get an advantage, not quite finding anything. Velot do a single weak shot, but Snorpy calls it out and is able to punish. The lob will not come on the finish. Snorpy calls it out, and we are back to neutral essentially. Although not Snorpy, as Velot sneaking shot by from Snorpy's positioning off that lob. Great play by Velot there to take his first game lead. 2-1 for Velot. Back-to-back games, very nice. And now back on his return. I'm not sure how much return is actually mattering in this matchup, but at the very least, it looked like it mattered the first two, so him and Al having advantage on this third game could be pretty big for him. Snorpy did secure the first point though, although this looks like Velot should get it back. Ooh, Snorpy was fine, it was a level 1 lob, but he landed with the ball anyway, and he gives up the point guaranteed, unfortunately. Great flat right there, great mini rush, that was a really nice one right there. Velot up 30-15, playing amazing thus far. Great start fight, gets it by, knowing his character's limits, is able to blast that by without Toad lunging to it. Good to see that he knew that he could get it. Ooh, but a great downline connection from Snorpy, keeping himself in this whole game. Very nice. Solid back and forth here. Rough lunge. And yeah. That's going to force a lunge. That should even up this game. 40-40 in this fourth game. So if we can get this game, we will be back to even. Then we're looking to break ahead of a 3-1 lead. And with that net rush, we will absolutely be looking like he's in position to take that 3-1 lead. Let's see if Snorpy can bring this one back. Great catch, and that should secure a 3-1 lead for Velot. Velot playing really, really well right now. Feels like he's actually in control of the matchup. I think this matchup on grass is about as even as it gets, to be honest. I think both players have all the tools at their disposal to win. One might have an easier time. I don't even know which one it would be, though. I think both of them have all the tools they need to win this. Snorpy getting a nice first secure there. Very nice. Great shot, 15-15 right there, very nice from Velot. And a great option, should be able to finish with the start flat, and he does. Great knowledge of his charge being enough, even against Toad. Rough lunge from Snorpy, Velot gets the punish, and that was really good punishes all around. Gets the double tap, top spin to force a lunge, and gets the flat cross reach. Very good options. Good anti-lob from Snorpy should actually secure on the point. Velot moved a little too hard off that lob, which I do respect. I do that a little bit as well. And that's one of the best times to go for a safer rush. But if you overcommit a little bit like Velot just there, it can. Great shot from Snorpy there, 40-30 lead. Back and forth here, Velot moving up to net, and yeah, he gets his secure. Just pushing up. Velot doing a lot of actual rushing and doing a really good job succeeding with them. That seems to be control in Snorpy's head a little bit and knows what he's doing here. Definitely winning more of these than he is losing overall. Taking good opportunities for it as well. 40-40 in this fifth game. Snorpy did secure a point to keep himself in this one. Velot calls out the topspin, but Snorpy able to cover the option should secure this point, and very nice. That's the power of Toad right there. Even when he absolutely should be finished, he is not inherently finished. That is the beauty of Toad. Great back and forth here. Rough trip from Velot should allow Snorpy to secure the second game, 3-2 overall. Snorpy not going to go down that easily. It feels like both players are a little more even now, but I still wouldn't say Snorpy feels like he's at advantage yet despite winning that last game. Just feels like a solid, even match, and with that, Velot takes another point. See if Velot can get his full momentum. Because he definitely had it for a while there. Great just cross-court slices on repeat. Snorpy unable to deal with the pure amount of them. At some point he has to expect a mix-up because he can't cover both, and Velot just keeps hitting cross-court, covering it, and yeah, eventually gets the secure. No mix-up if you will. Toad with the out-of-bounds flop secure, hitting the inside the lines on an uncoverable shot, essentially. One of the jankest, most OP shots that certain characters are able to do, Toad being one of them. Very upsetting when it happens to you, but when you're the player who gains from it, it's always a great day. Rough lunge there. Great catches. They're going to be forced point, and that will be Velot's 40-30 lead, 3-2 overall. Back and forth battle. That should secure Velot his fourth lead. With that, I'm going to switch over to Snorpy's side. I probably should have already done this. There we go. That's Snorpy's perspective now. Very nice. And immediately we see Snorpy get lobbed over his head with a level 2, and then we're able to catch it. Velot playing really well with his lobs. Velot just honestly playing a very clean game of daisies thus far. Snorpy is also playing a pretty solid Toad game, but Velot is outclassing him at the moment overall. And Snorpy's going to need to turn something around to make that change. That's what I love to see. Velot giving you that free single tap flat cross court, the easiest thing in the world. It's such a strong 50-50 for Toad. Toad should basically always score on that, because he can just watch his opponent and call the option, unless they position perfectly, and they normally aren't in the right position because just where they came from. In that situation, he was unable to have every option, and Snorpy traded it on. Very good. Very well done. Regardless, though, Velot's still leading 40-30 in his 7th game. And if he gets this one, he will be on game point, basically. Ooh, Snorpy able to catch that, but still just a disadvantage. Velot should be able to secure this from that knockback. And he does. 5-2 lead for Velot right there. Snorpy needs to make something happen, and he needs to make something happen now, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. So one more game to work with, has to win 3 in a row to keep the dream alive for himself and winners. Good start. Great double tap, top spin secure right there. Great down the line double tap, seeing that Velot was covering the cross court angle. We love to see that. That's exactly what I want to see out of the Toad mix-up. Probably his strongest option is when you feed him a single tap flat cross court. It is probably the worst thing you can do against this character. He can pretty much always catch it, as he's fast enough to get to the ball, and he gets way too many options out of it. Way too many options. Some weak shots here. Rough lunge will secure Velot another point. Snorpy needs one more as well to get himself this game win, though. Those 2 points will not matter if he's able to do so. He really needs to secure this fast. Gets a probably unfortunate drop. Probably was looking for a lob, though, I would guess. Velot now even at 40-40. Misinput from Snorpy, or just a bad call, either way. Velot was in a position where he could have probably covered both options, and Snorpy decides to go down the line. Both of them are dangerous if they can be covered. You gotta be careful of that. Velot was punished very nicely. Going for a lot of down the lines, and I think that's gonna do it. Great play from Velot on that one. Really good. I expected Snorpy to win this. That was a wonderful upset by Velot.